Hello everyone, it's the Cursing Seamstress. I haven't recorded in maybe 3 weeks, I think. And today's Sunday. Happy Labor Day. I'm still a laborer, but I'll turn 65 in December. I just got my my Medicare card in the mail, and I really didn't know whether to feel happy or sad, but anyway, it is what it is. I have been sewing a lot, and rather than just do individual videos, I'm just going to try to cram everything into this one. So if I don't have the information on the top of my head to be able to tell you, I'll write it in on the screen so you'll know where the pattern came from, and whatever I didn't tell you, I'll try to do so. Alrighty, well, this first item I'm wearing, it's a top from, I don't know. I think I'll let you know. This is it's a pattern for a dress and a top, and there are all kinds of variations for it. And I made the short sleeve version. I think this is called a scoop neck, and I didn't have enough fabric to make it all out of one fabric, so I combined fabric together. And I'm going to stand up and just let you see it. I did the hem for both the bottom and the sleeves with Heat and Bond iron-on hem tape, and it worked really well, except for one area, and I'll show you that. Let me stand up. Okay, so this, I didn't know I had my glasses here. So this is the top. When I made this, I can't remember what size, a 12 maybe, a large, I'm not sure. I think it came in a numerical values. But when I made it, this came down, the points here came down past my knees. It is the tunic version, top or tunic, but it was just way too long. So what I did was I measured from, I think I started here, and I measured from this seam here over to this point, and I went up on this point by 2 inches, and I cut it off. And then I went from here, this point here, to my new cut bottom here, and took off another 2 inches here. And that leaves me with this. And this is fine. I'm not in love with this top. The other thing I did that I shouldn't have done, I don't think, is when I used that Heat and Bond for this area that comes to a point right here, I went across it this way when I really should have had the tape just go here and not crossed the seam right here, because it makes it doesn't really cascade. It doesn't fold over there and cascade like it should. So I'm going to turn around, show you the back. This purple fabric I've had, seems like I've made something out of it. I don't remember what. Okay, I'm going to let this run, and I'm going to show you the dress version that I made out of this fabric that I didn't have enough to make the shirt out of this. So I'll be right back. I'm such a lazy ass, but I still have my pants on. But this is the dress, and I love this dress. I've worn it to work. It's very comfortable. This fabric came from, I think, Fabric Mart. It's a jersey knit. It's opaque. It's very soft. It's pretty easy to sew with. I did use the same Heat and Bond hem tape at the bottom, and I don't know. It doesn't do the same thing here. I don't remember if I went across or if I just kind of met the tape at that center seam, but it does really well. The only tricky part about this pattern, I would guess, would be meeting right here, especially if you're using a color block. But I really do like this dress. I will say that I know I have pants on, but I did lengthen this before I even thought about it because I like my dresses to be past my knee. And so I added an inch to the skirt part, and I'm glad I did. If I make it again, I might even add an extra inch, but then again, I might be too lazy to reprint it or take what I printed apart and do it again. So this is what it looks like in the back. It's very easy, very flattering, I think, for any kind of body type. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I went to Walmart, and of course Walmart has changed how they do their fabric, but they do have these bundles that you can buy, and I think they're either 2 yards for $8, 2 yards for $4, 4 yards for $8, something like that. And they do have knits in that. Generally on the bolt, you know, they have mostly quilting cottons and fleece, and they've got some outdoor fabric. But this is mystery fabric. It is a very buttery, soft knit. It kind of feels like an ITY. The only negative about this is it picks. And I wear a ring all the time. It's my nursing class ring. It never catches on anything, but it does catch on this. So when I was sewing it, I had to be really careful because I sew on a rustic wooden table. And so I had to be careful with that. So the sleeve length is great. This is a cashmerette. It's a size 12. Their sizing is so generous. I love cashmerette for their styling. I think it was last year I did this pattern as a tunic in a sort of a Ponte teal color, deep teal, and I like that. I did the same sleeve length. It's just a little too heavy to wear now. But anyway, so this is it. Very flattering. I don't know, I can't see myself that well on here, but I may need to wear some underwear that tucks in everything. I'm not sure how many lumps and bumps are showing, so I will embarrass myself probably watching this and editing it, but it's just lovely. I like everything about it. The neckband came out really well. I hemmed everything with a lightning bolt, the longest lightning bolt stitch that I could do, and that worked great. I hear Dixie doing something. So this I did not lengthen at all. This is the original length. It did call for side slits. I didn't want side slits. This is absolutely wide enough to take the biggest step that you want to. So in the instructions, it tells you to finish the seams prior to putting the front and the back together. When they told me that, I knew this fabric was really pretty delicate, and I didn't think that serging it would be the best thing, so I didn't. And at the time I couldn't even think, why were they asking me to finish the sides before putting it together? And then I didn't do it, and of course when I got to the end I realized that it was because they had side slits in it. This pattern is wonderful. I highly recommend it. Go look at Cashmerette and see what you think if you haven't already. I'll be right back. Okay, this top has no business being worn with this skirt. They don't go together. I just put it on so I would not be naked. I think I showed you the last time the Georgia dress by Seamwork. This is the Desi skirt by Seamwork. This is made from a rayon fabric that I got at a thrift store. I don't know how long ago, over 2 years ago, I think. this skirt is meant to be made from a very flowy fabric. Rayon is perfect for it. This is cut on the bias. It has a seam that cuts across here, and the same thing on the back. It is an elastic waistband. I normally, hold on, sorry. Normally I don't like elastic waistband things so much, but I also don't like putting zippers in and trying to fit something with a woven waistband. So what I'll say about this is the waistband, the hip to the waistband, and maybe this is just me because I kind of go straight up right here. I never used to, but I do now. So this waistband is not cinched, and then the skirt does not, you know, fluff out with lots of gathering here. So when I wear this, it really looks like there's almost no waistband here. So I really like that. And I've worn this to work, I think just once, but the fit is glorious. I made a size 12 and it fits perfectly. I did not do anything different, I don't think. I may have lengthened it, I don't remember if I did. But this is about the length of skirt that I like. So I'll turn around, and you can see there's not a lot of gathering at this waistband at all. The waistband is a separate piece. So there's two pieces for the front, two for the back, and then the waistband. And I think I used a smaller elastic than it calls for. I think it was an inch or an inch and a half that it called for. I don't remember. But you can get away with a less high. Anyway, so this is the seam work pattern, the Desi, D-E-S-I or D-E-Z-I, I don't remember. This top, I believe this is a Pattern Emporium top. I made this from just a regular, it's a cotton jersey, I think. It's pretty, it's more medium weight than a lot of, it's not like the ITY weight, it's a little bit heavier. I'll check and see, but I think this is Pattern Emporium, I don't know. I fell in love with a pattern that they had for bell-bottom capris, and I actually made, this might not be the same pattern company, but the pants are definitely Pattern Emporium, and I'll show those to you. I have worn that to work with this top. It's the same fabric. I like monochrome looks. So I'm gonna go put these pants on with this, and you can see, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the pants. Okay, it's been a couple of months since I've made these pants. I do like these pants. I've made two. The other I don't have with me right now. The other pants was made from a brown a brown swimsuit fabric, which worked great for these type of pants. And I'm watching Dixie. And I really like the bell-bottom style on capris. The problem I had with both of these is, and you might can see a little bit, but and this is my issue, but the uppermost part of the pants was too wide for the waistband, and I ended up with gathering right here, so I couldn't fit the width of the top of the pants into the waistband. So I really had to keep working with that, and maybe with both of these, but I ended up, I think on the brown pair, I was going to throw them away, but I ended up honing them down. I cut too big a size. I ended up honing them down, redoing the waistband. The waistband is something that you can't make bigger because they have to fit your waist. So it was a matter of honing down the top part of the pants to get them to fit into the waistband. So you may not have that issue with these pants, but I had it on both, and I will make these again because I really do like them. But I will need to make sure I take in the top of the pants more to fit the waistband. So, and again, with all of these things I'm showing you pretty much, except for the Dizzy skirt maybe, but, and the, yeah, maybe just the Dizzy skirt. But everything I've shown you has tons of variations in terms of the sleeve length, the length of the dress, the type of neckline. So, you know, I just encourage you to go and take a look at these things that I've made. I'm really overall really happy. I'm going to show you, I showed you the mystery fabric that I got at Walmart in that cashmere dress with the tie. I'll show you the other piece I got that was all bundled up. And again, I think these were 4 yards for $8. Let me just show you this houndstooth. This is the other fabric, and you know, I was just amazed to find it. It's a jersey. It's pretty slinky, pretty heavy, just like the pink. Although this has more cotton in it. But it's just so pretty, and I think this is just 2 yards. But has a great feel. Have no idea where it came from. I don't know if Walmart gets their, I don't know from where Walmart gets their bundled up fabrics. It could be that it comes from a name brand company, or you know, a fabric store that finds itself with a bunch of fabric on hand. I don't know, but I do know that that pink dress did come out well. Don't know how long it's going to last because of the picking factor. I'll see with that houndstooth how that does. That's it, but I'll try not to wait so long. Right now I am, oh, well, let me show you this. I have been going through my mother's linens, and I can't even tell you the amount of linens that were in her house, and it's just amazing. So I've been going through them and trying to filter through the ones that I could use or my daughter could use, and sometimes that involves cutting some of them up. This is an example of this is a linen blend right here, and it was quite big. My daughter only likes the kind of hand towels that have this thing that will hook onto the drawer pulls. So I've shown you this before. I just cut this. It's not centered at all, just to be able to get this on here. I had to cut this down and then rehem the sides. This one is, I thought this was cute. This is lobsters here and clam shells. This was really long, so what I did was I just folded it over and stitched across the top, so this is not even cut here. It's just continuous. And this one has stains on it, but it's got what I think is hand embroidered. It's a duck. Look, I don't know what the duck is doing. It says, "Good luck on Monday," and I think the duck is folding clothes. I think that's a basket of clothes, and the duck is doing Monday's chores. So this gives me a good opportunity to use up, you know, sort of leftover. This is poplin. I ended up using 3 pieces because it needed to have some bulk to it. So so that's the other thing that I've been doing. All right, now I'm really going to let you go. I really appreciate your watching, and I will see you very soon. Have a wonderful Labor Day tomorrow. Enjoy your time off from work. All right, bye-bye.